All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a module with my name on it, and I'm going to show you how I would create things within the module. And you can follow the same process. Does that make sense? And feel free to interrupt me with questions as we go along.
Okay.
All right. So let me just get. All right. So I now have a module space over here. Let's assume that I'm creating a module. And the first thing I would like in my module is kind of to give an overview of what this module is about, right? To give an overview like that, I actually have to put some content on a page. So the first thing I would add is a page. And so what I've do over here is on this module area, I'll click on the plus on the right-hand side, and then I select what I want to create. So in this instance, I'm going to be creating a page. So I click on page and create page. Okay, it'll ask you for a page name. Now I'm going to suggest that you start your page name with your initials on it, just so you can differentiate between others as well. Okay, so then I give it a name and I say add item. So notice now in my module, there's already this thing that says introduction. If I click on introduction, it opens it up, and obviously there's nothing in introduction because I haven't put any content in it. So I'm going to edit the page now. And this editing window will be the same for all the different tools in Canvas. So if it's an assignment or a discussion board, whatever you want to create, it's going to look the same. So let's see. If you want to make this bold or highlight it, you can change the style. So maybe make it heading style, and I want to center align it. Okay, so I've put some content over here. Is the screen clear? Do you want me to make it bigger for you?
I could see.
Okay, so I have now put in my content. I'm happy with how this page looks. What I need to do now is I will do save. I can just do save at this point. So I have created the first part of my module that I'm creating. So if I go back to modules and I look at mine, I now have my introduction over here. Now, let's assume that after they read the introduction, the second page that I have is maybe I want to share a reading with them. I like a document or something, right? I want them to finish doing a reading for me. Okay, which means I would have to upload a file, a PDF or some file, right? So what I can do for that is, let me see if I can do it from here. Okay, so the same process again, I click on the plus next to my module name. I select file and then create file. Now, all I'm going to do over here is I'll click on choose file because I need to upload my file. Let's look for some file that I can upload. I've selected the file and then I say add item. So automatically that file is uploaded and it's over there. Now, I don't like this title for the file. Maybe I want to change the name of the file. I can do that. I click on the three dots on the right-hand side and I do edit. And I can change the title. Okay, so now going back to the first page, how the module will flow is for a person for the learner, they'll see the introduction first. If they click on next, it'll take them to the reading now. And after the reading, if I add more content, they'll click on next and go to the next item in that. It takes a few minutes, sorry. So that's my document. All right, so I'm happy with how this looks. Apparently there's no content in it. I go back to modules. Okay, so let's create something else over here. So I have my introduction. I wanted them to do a reading. I put the reading over there. And then I want to maybe do a discussion board. So then again, I do the same thing. I click on the plus over here and I do discussion. And I'm creating a new discussion topic. So topic name is, maybe this is the discussion board I'm creating. I say add item. And I will now edit this discussion board. So the discussion board opens, but notice you'll have an edit button on the top right. You click on that, the same kind of editing window will open again. Now, these are options that you don't really have to worry about, but if you want to, you can check any of these. So you can allow for grading, you can allow people to like the discussion post. Those are just extra options. Then I'm going to save that. So my module will now have 3 items over there, starting with an introduction, which is a page with information on it. Then I have a reading, and then I have a discussion board. So in this format, I have my whole module set up basically. This is one way of doing the module. Now, in our course in 707, I've used a different format for doing the module. So what I've done in 707 is I put everything on one page. So what I have done in 707 is I just create one page. And on this page itself, I will put links to those items. So I say objectives 1, 2, 3, and then I did read, and I'll put the file that I want you to read over here. So if I want to link a file over here, I click on the little link option here, drop down the arrow, course links, because the file is in the course. And you want to select files on the sidebar. It's a course file. And there's the file that I uploaded just now. And so the link appears over here. I can also, since I have a discussion board, I can also say discussion. And what I'll do is the same link window on the right-hand side, I click on the top and switch to links because it's not a file now. And drop down discussions and select the discussion that I created. So now there's a link to the discussion board over here. So now in this instance, what's happened is I've created one interface page, which then links out to all the activities that they're supposed to do. There are different ways of, so I've shown you 2 different ways of creating your module, right? One way is you start with just the page and then all the other activities they can navigate through using the next button. Otherwise, you put all the content on one page. It all works the same. It's just what your personal preference is, or how much content you have. Now, for example, if you have 5 to 10 readings, right, you will have so many independent individual readings in a module like this, which can become a little overwhelming for learners, which is why I tend to put all the content on one page and design my courses that way. Does that make sense so far, AJ?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and sorry, go ahead.
I'm just really overwhelmed with everything right now, just with life, but this is at least helping to see how you do this stuff and get it at least